What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I had a question related with baby necklace. How long do they take to root? Now guys, let me tell you one thing. Even if this is mentioned in a book that let's say for an example that the roots are going to appear within a week, this cannot be true because it all depends upon your environment and climate. Probably the author of the book that has mentioned about succulents rooting within a certain time frame, probably the author is mentioning about their environment or their climate. So there is no set time frame when the roots will appear. It can happen within a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month, or let's say in extreme cases even after 2 months. So it all depends upon your environment and climate, and this goes for any cutting, whether it is succulents or foliage. It all depends upon your environment and climate and the amount of moisture that is present in your environment. But when it comes to succulents, it's a little bit different because succulents tend to store water in their leaves, so they don't necessarily need any high amount of moisture in the environment. They can still root without any water or without any spraying of water on them because they already have enough water in their leaves, and that's why I advise you to always hydrate your succulent before doing any cuttings, so that even if it takes a little bit of time for the roots to appear, the succulent still has enough water in it to sustain until the rooting starts. Now over here I had done a stem cutting of these baby necklace crassula on the 12th of November 2024, and at least for 4 weeks the smaller ones, when I used to touch them, they used to be very wobbly in the soil, meaning that at that point of time they did not have any roots. Now I didn't keep checking it because now when I'm checking, I feel that they are very stiff. Now even if I shake the pot, they are not wobbly anymore, meaning that they have anchored the roots into the soil. So I would say it took at least 4 weeks for them to root because after that I did not check. But initially when I used to even lift up the pot, the smaller ones used to fall off because they did not have a good amount of roots. But now they are very well established. So I would say give a month's time for any succulent to root. Ideally or generally speaking, they should root within a month. Again, depends upon your environment, your climate and the type of succulent you have. But ideally they are very easy to root. And the same thing goes with these string of buttons. I don't remember when I had propagated them. Definitely it is way before the baby necklace. All of these are also very well rooted, as you can see. Some of them have already started to put out pups. All these smaller ones that you see are pups that are growing. And overall the succulent looks absolutely beautiful. Also, a lot of people ask me when to water your string of buttons or your baby necklace. Always remember, these also tend to wrinkle up just like our echeverias or graptoverias. When the water is getting depleted from the leaves, they will also start to wrinkle up, and that is a good time. Don't keep these guys excessively underwatered, otherwise what's going to happen is you will start noticing the drying of the leaves in between, and then the succulent starts to look really terrible. So be very careful. Don't keep them extremely underwatered. The moment you see that they are getting a little bit wrinkled, go ahead and do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Because if you're going to keep them underwatered for a very long time, and if there is a lot of dry air or heat, then you will notice this in between random drying up, and then the succulent definitely looks terrible. But of course this doesn't mean that the stem is damaged. It's only that the leaves are dried up, but the succulent is still very healthy. So a lot of people tend to panic when they see something like this. They feel that the succulent is getting rotted. This is not rot, it is just dry because it's crisp, it is not soft. Only when there is a rot it is going to be soft, but otherwise if it's a dry thing, then it is going to be a little bit crisp. So always be careful. Don't start cutting your succulent seeing that, oh, it's getting rotted. This is not rot, it is just a normal drying process of the leaves, because probably they did not get water in that particular section of that leaf, so it happened to dry out. So in order to stop this, you have to keep a check. Do watering whenever the soil is completely bone dry, or when you notice slight wrinkling on the leaves, and then they will stay very beautiful and pretty. I will share an image of it, of how it looked on 12th of November. It was quite green in color, and now that they are getting a good amount of morning direct sunlight, they have started to get this beautiful stress colors on them. The same thing goes with these. As I said, I don't remember the date. This was done long time back. There is a baby necklace as well in this, which is also doing fantastic. I think it has started to branch out because this is a very old one. And the string of buttons are also doing quite well. These are also very easy to propagate. Just cut the stem and put them into the soil, and eventually they will start to root. I have been propagating these because these are very easy and I really love them. They can really work very well as a thriller in your arrangement. If you are making a setup or an arrangement with the full sun succulents or colored succulents, then you can definitely add this one, because this also tolerates morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. The same thing goes with baby necklace as well. 5 to 6 hours of morning direct sunlight after acclimating is going to work out really well for them. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.